my good friend Jack Antrow, and we are very excited to be bringing you this exciting Tier 1 quarterfinal matchup between the number 4 Valley Torah Wolfpack and the number 5 SAR Sting. Jack, in the past, it hasn't been so common for bi-coastal teams to be facing off against each other, but it's becoming a lot more common recently.
Yeah, you know, LA basketball is at an all-time high here in Sarachek. We had 4 teams, Hartman Goen joining the classics of Eula Shalhevet and the team that we'll be seeing today, the Valley Torah Wolfpack. And you know, it's really a great thing to see. Sometimes you don't get as much of these, as you said, the coast to coast, east coast, west coast. We had it yesterday in Eula MTA. We have it again today in SAR and Valley Torah. And you know, there's even the Steve Globerman tournament, which is one of the bigger tournaments and up and coming at the beginning of the season, where this SAR team actually lost in the championship. So it's great to see these. LA, New York, it's a great rivalry, sometimes in pro sports, and now here taking it to Sarachek.
SAR had a bye yesterday. Valley Torah had to play their way into Tier 1, and they did so, I might add, very comfortably, and it comes through 2 players in Ryan Terrell and Max Leibowitz.
Yeah, I was on the call for that one against the Orachive Knights, and they made them look like the Knights should not have been in Tier 1. Terrell and Leibowitz, especially Leibowitz yesterday, the senior, was all over the place. He's up and down, shoots threes, but also can get to the rim with ease. And it's going to be interesting to see if SAR has a better answer than the Knights had. Terrell will have the ball in his hands most of the possession. A 6'6" point guard, something you don't see here very often. But he's working, he likes to work it inside. He can do everything, shoot threes, block shots. And SAR is going to have to find an answer for them early, which the Knights just couldn't do yesterday.
Valley Torah are stacked. SAR, on the other hand, they're a little bit short-handed. What can you tell us about Dovey Marcus?
Yeah, Dovey Marcus has been the leader for this team for 4 years. He took them all the way to the Yeshiva League Championship in JV as a sophomore. Unfortunately, his career was cut short as 2 weeks ago before their playoff game against DRS, in which they fell. Dovey broke his wrist in practice. He will out for this tournament. He's out for the Yeshiva League. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing him. But, you know, SAR, they have the pieces around him that have learned from him over the years, and it'll be interesting to see without him on this big stage if they can compete.
SAR Valley Torah for a spot in the Tier 1 semifinals. Who's going to join Heschel and Frisch? There's only one way to find out, next on Max Live. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Oren Glickman alongside Jack Antrow. We are getting set for the 3rd Tier 1 quarterfinal matchup of the day between the Valley Torah Wolfpack and the SAR Sting. Jack, something that you and I talked about before the game even started was Valley Torah, not only did they have to play that extra game, but also the traveling, where travel and rest doesn't really affect SAR. Last time they played, I believe, was Tuesday night when they fell to DRS in the Yeshiva League quarterfinals.
Yeah, you know, sometimes in pro sports you see that as teams wear down. In this Yeshiva League with the younger high school kids, I don't know if rest will be as much a factor as rust. And SAR, they lost. Their confidence has to be shot without Dovey, their best player, and they couldn't overcome DRS. For Valley Torah, in the post-game interview with Ryan Terrell and Max Leibowitz, they were confident about their chances. You know, they know that Dovey's out. They also know that they're playing with a little extra fire, being underseeded in their minds as they're seated below the rival Shalhevet, who they beat this year. So it's going to be interesting to see if we see any rust. You know, any rest. Because Valley Torah played late last night, their turnaround, also the local time a little early for them, 3 hours back. The fans, only 8:57 out in California.
This is going to be quite a challenge for the SAR Sting, containing the likes of Ryan Terrell and Max Leibowitz. They're pretty much the equivalent. They could be dubbed the Splash Brothers of the Red Sarachek tournament this year.
Yeah, I said this last night on the broadcast. My brother's a big Yeshiva League fan out in Israel this year, and he told me that Valley Torah was going to win it all. And he looked pretty good yesterday as they were a dynamic duo up and down the court against, Or Chaim. They didn't put up a fight in the scoreboard, but they had some big guys, 6'8". Yaakov Ben Dayan, he was a big challenge for them, but they made mincemeat out of the Knights. And it'll be interesting to see Sammy Sokol will be down low, number 4 in white, a big guy. If they try to post it inside and kick it out, that's really what they like to do. Ryan Terrell likes to get inside and kick it out to Leibowitz for 3. We'll see if they can have better defense on the interior SAR in order to avoid that.
And we're running a little bit behind schedule. Looks like they're going to give the players more time to warm up.
Well, Oren, it is only 11:58 local time, so they do have 2 minutes.
And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the opening tip in just a bit.
This Max Live presentation of the Red Sarachek Tournament is sponsored by Yeshiva University's Office of Undergraduate Admissions, the Office of the President, and the Center for the Jewish Future. Yeshiva University, nowhere but here.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. We are just about to get underway here between the Valley Torah Wolfpack and the SAR Sting. It's going to be Sammy Sokol squaring off at the tip against point guard Ryan Terrell. Jack, a 6'6" point guard, that's not really common.
No, it is not. And, we'll see him bringing up the ball, just controlling it most of the 35-second clock. And that's something we didn't mention yet. SAR, they haven't played with this shot clock yet, probably ever. So it's going to be interesting to see their adjustments as they're not used to this, and they're going to have to be able to find offense fast on each possession, especially without their facilitator and scorer in Dovey Marcus.
And Adam Dietz is going to be the person to replace Dovey Marcus in the starting 5, and he's going to have mighty shoes to fill.
Yeah, I spoke to Coach Halper before the game, and he was telling me how it's going to be Dietz. He's going to have to be big in this one if they want any chance to take down the Wolfpack. I wonder what the Vegas line would be in this game, Oren, because, Valley Torah is the underseeded team. Dovey Marcus is out for the Sting. So, to me, it seems like Valley Torah is the favorite, and it would be the upset if the team in white won this one.
SAR will have the support on their side, though. A lot more SAR fans in this gym than Valley Torah fans, and we are underway with SAR controlling the tip. It's Yair Slasky now. Daniel Wazotsky, he's a big player for this SAR team. Hank Stein, good ball movement. Lining up a 3, too strong there from number 5, Adam Dietz. And Ryan Terrell will get Valley Torah going.
Each possession is going to be so crucial in this one, especially against the Wolfpack, who just score usually at will.
It's Max Leibowitz. We talked about him during the pregame.
Yeah, it looks like Wazotsky's going to be all over him all day. But he loses him on that one.
Terrell, his first attempt, no good. Fight for the rebound. Who's going to win? Ben Hamer comes up with the offensive board. Still a loose ball. Ben Haber eventually comes up with it again. Terrell swings it and trying to set up inside. Unable to. SAR come up with the interception.
And we talked about it a few times, but, last night they played against Or Chaim Valley Torah, and it was very easy for their offense. It'll be interesting to see for them against a stronger defense, as Leibowitz has a beautiful steal.
And a turnover the other way, and easily laying it in will be Max Leibowitz, and Valley Torah are on the board.
It'll be interesting to see in the half court, when SAR has their defense set up, if Valley Torah has trouble finding offense, in which yesterday they were used to just scoring at will.
SAR on the other end now. Sokol, strong take to the basket, gets the friendly bounce. Knotted it too early on.
I think that was Dietz, actually. We'll see the fans piling in now for SAR. It's a very, very short drive for them. They don't really have a lot of excuses not to be here. You know, and this sounds like the Red Bull crowd with that chant.
Ryan Terrell feeds Hamer inside, can't finish. SAR going the other way, pushing is Wazotsky. Wazotsky to the hole, up and in. Daniel Wazotsky, 4-2 Sting.
That was transition offense for the Sting, not even letting the Valley Torah defense get set. Coach Schwartzberg has a short leash with his team. He does not like it when they do not play well.
And going the other way, turnover Valley Torah. Not the start Coach Schwartzberg was looking for.
Yeah, it will not be a shock to see him screaming at his players, getting on them. He expects excellence from this team. You know, a great regular season at 26-3, the number 2 seed in their division in California. Ryan Terrell is actually the MVP of the league, so they have high expectations. They know they could win the big game. And this stage is not anything bigger than they've seen before.
Slasky, SAR swinging the ball around. Passing up on the 3 there was Hank Stein. SAR still with possession. Loose ball, SAR unable to save it, and it's going Valley Torah's way.
Sloppy offense there from the Sting. And a little press there on Terrell. You know, you want to make him uncomfortable. You don't want to let him just dribble around. You want to make life uncomfortable, especially for Leibowitz and Terrell. Make other guys beat you. That's got to be in the game plan for the Sting as they trap here.
Valley Torah's conditioning is definitely going to be tested for this game, Jack.
Yeah, last night's game was not a good litmus test for the bench of Valley Torah, as they were not needed. Today will obviously be much more.
Ryan Terrell now 0 for 2 to start the game. SAR get another Valley Torah stop. Wazotsky. He's guarded by Joseph Brow. Don't believe he started the game. Recently checked in. Hank Stein for 3. You betcha.
Counted and the foul. Seems like it's going to be an and 1 there.
Little confusion. Refs, I think, are trying to decide if the foul occurred before the 3 was taken.
Originally, the ref definitely motioned for the and 1. He put his hand down to count it. We'll see what they're saying now. Maybe they're changing the call. No basket. That's going to be the call.
And
no
the
basket.
basket's waved off.
So the ref was overturned there, and SAR should be taking it out underneath, or is it the foul on SAR?
Valley Torah ball. Tough break there for the Sting.
Coach Halpert obviously needs an explanation, as that was called wrong at first, but then they fixed their mistake. The referee is always on top of it here at Sarachek. As the players expect greatness, the referees should be great as well.
Valley Torah going to their bench early. Chaim Hirsch recently checked into the game. So you have 4 of the 5 starters out there. Sada swings it. 3-point attempt there from Max Leibowitz is too strong. And SAR going the other way. It's Wazotsky. Wazotsky strong to the basket. Ryan Terrell sacrificing the body and takes the charge.
Very casual there on that one. But Leibowitz, that's where he likes it. He likes it in the corner there, just a little bit strong. We'll see if he adjusts accordingly, as that one was way off the mark.
Both teams having difficulty settling into their offense early on.
Yeah, low-scoring game. We see that a lot here as the game goes on. The offenses start to pick up the pace. You know, I don't know if sometimes it's the nerves or just the early morning starts. These teams don't play at 11 o'clock in the morning very often, and especially Valley Torah. You have to assume their bodies are still used to 9 a.m. right now.
Leibowitz, good feed down low. Hamer was not ready for the pass.
You know, Hamer's a good player. Third fiddle to Terrell and Leibowitz. Last night he had a good game. We'll see today if that one's just a blimp in the outing for him.
Leibowitz unable to keep it in. It'll stay with the Sting with 23 to shoot.
You like to see that hustle there, as he was diving after the players. You know, there's no star treatment here for the Valley Torah Wolfpack. You see Terrell taking the charge. You see Leibowitz diving into the bench. They don't get treated like anyone else. Coach Schwartzberg is very strong on them, and they all know it. They're expecting greatness. And, you know, one thing we didn't mention was they got upset in their playoffs. Both teams here got upset in their respective league playoffs. So that's definitely something that these teams have that some teams don't. And this is it for them, especially SAR. Their Yeshiva League is over. They were upset. They want to make something out of this tournament. You know, they don't get here very often. First time in 5 years for the Sting. So this is a big moment for them.
Still a very phenomenal season for the Valley Torah Wolfpack. Wow, Ryan Terrell, he rejects that. SAR still regained possession. Oppenheimer, mid-range jumper. Gets the friendly roll. What a play there.
The sophomore, the underclassman in the Yeshiva League, you rarely see sophomores playing in this league. And that almost hit the top of the backboard and out of bounds. It was close, but he got the roll to go in.
Something that was very interesting, these seeds could have easily been reversed if Valley Torah had won their semifinal game and had gone on to the CIF final.
That was an interesting note that when they put out the seeding, they were all over the league. They were ready to switch it up, make SAR play last night. We'll see if that has any effect. Maybe we'll see some wearing down from the Wolfpack late in the game, but for now, both teams should be fresh.
Ryan Terrell unable to get going early on. Let's see if SAR can capitalize. Oppenheimer with the ball again. He'll take the jumper, can't get the banker to go. Offensive rebound there, Oppenheimer. He'll try again, and he'll connect. Judah Oppenheimer.
And you got to expect him to be a fan favorite as an underclassman. These guys know him from school as the young guy who's playing up here in the big leagues. And right now he's showing his worth here with two great plays in this first few minutes, coming off the bench especially.
9-2 SAR with about 2:33 remaining in this first quarter. And we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a sec. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Jack, quite the contributions SAR were looking for off the bench.
Yeah, that was a very shocking turn of events there. You know, we thought coming into this game it would be Valley Torah with the quick start, but right now they're sloppy as Leibowitz misses another shot. Leibowitz and Terrell have missed a bunch of shots early, and it's SAR coming out with great poise, you know, without their star player. But right now, Jude Oppenheimer doesn't care. He doesn't care that Dobie Marcus. No excuses, obviously, for the Sting.
I don't know this for a fact, but it's possible Jude Oppenheimer can be the youngest player in this tournament. Hank Stein. He's 25 now. Adam Weiss recently checked into the game. Dietz, no good on the attempt there, but for the putback is Noah Gurin. This SAR bench is coming up big.
Yeah, that was just bad boxing out there by Terrell, and he paid the price as he let Gurin get in there and get the offensive rebound.
Ryan Terrell to the hole, no good. Another stop for the SAR Sting. Good bounce pass there. Ricocheted off a couple feet. Valley Torah eventually come up with it. Max Leibowitz has to watch his back, calmly pulls it out.
We'll see if they keep their poise, Leibowitz and Terrell especially, but the rest of the team.
Great ball movement here by Valley Torah. Leibowitz, no good there on the three-point try.
As yesterday's game might have been bad for the Wolfpack, as they just didn't feel any pressure or anything. Now this game is getting is wearing on, getting tense for their offense.
Way off there is Adam Dietz for three. Another offensive rebound there by SAR, but rejecting it is Ryan Terrell.
Yeah, they're definitely frustration all over the Wolfpack side of this gym right now, as nothing's going to go on offense, only 2 points we're over 7 minutes into this game.
Dietz will inbound. His back to the basket is number 24, Noah Gurin. Coach Rafi Halpert, he must have a lot of trust in his second unit.
Well, sometimes you just got to ride. He stepped out of bounds, I think. Or he carried. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, you got to ride the hot hand. And right now they came out. It was a slow start for both teams. 4-2, I believe, with 4 minutes in. And 7-0 run by the Sting with the bench in.
45.5 remaining. Let's see if Valley Torah can get some positivity closing out this first quarter.
And usually you see the fans come in rooting for one team here. You'd have to assume that the LA teams will be rooting against their rivals.
Ryan Terrell, wow, he is so acrobatic and lengthy. Draws the contact, he'll shoot two at the line. That would have been something had he pulled that off.
I said this on the broadcast last night. For all those who are new, they weren't watching. In the regular season game, shout out to Avi Proctor again, who showed me this play. In the regular season, the first play of their first-round playoff game, which they won, they were in a zone, and they ran that exact play, and Terrell dunked it in beautifully, wide open. Last night, they tried the same play, and Terrell got the lay-in to go. Wasn't the prettiest layup, but it went in, and now today he gets fouled. So that play seems to work. They'll pull it out of the hat. I guess this is a great time when they've been struggling offensively.
Terrell a little bit shaken up. And Ryan Terrell will now shoot his free throws. And Terrell still unable to get on the board, Jack.
Yeah, slow start from the field. I believe he's 0 of 3. And Leibowitz as well, missing shots.
Is it a matter of SAR following their game plan, or Valley Torah just can't buy a shot right now?
Well, Leibowitz has seen open looks from his spot. That far corner from our vantage point, he was hitting all those last night, and they were just as contested. They're just not falling early. Long game ahead of us, but maybe a little bit concerning from the Wolfpack offense.
And this is the most successful Valley Torah team we've seen in a while. First back-to-back 20-win season, most wins in a regular season in school history. Very impressive. Judah Oppenheimer able to split the defenders, eventually draws the foul. Only the first team foul committed by the Wolfpack. .8 remaining. Shot clock is turned off. SAR can hold for the final shot. It's number 25 now. SAR, nice ball movement. Stein for three. No good there. Strong rebound there by Hamer. Can Valley Torah get a shot off?
They seem to be in no rush for some reason.
Leibowitz, good if it goes. No good there. And at the end of one, it's SAR 11, Valley Torah 3. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a bit.
As someone who grew up in a modern Orthodox Jewish home, when designing this curriculum, it was very important to me to provide everything a modern Orthodox Jewish basketball player needs. From kosher food, to 3 minyanim a day, to a great Shabbat program. We have Chavrusa learning as well. We treat each kid case by case and tailor the program specifically for each player. We're proud to have a rabbi from Yeshiva University on site. We have Yeshiva University basketball players as well as other religious role models for your sons to emulate and take after. Our religious program at camp is of a high standard. We review it daily. We make sure that it continues to evolve every year, and we're very proud that we can offer you everything that you need on the religious Jewish side of things.
And welcome back to the broadcast. About to get the second quarter underway. SAR, very impressive start, Jack.
Yeah, Valley Torah was in this game last year. Same time, same quarterfinal round, and they lost to their rivals, Eula. Today it seems that they're in the same spot where they just can't buy a bucket. They only scored 37 in last year's game. 3 points after one is just not what Terrell and Leibowitz had in mind after last night's performance.
Terrell off balance, no good. Offensive rebound there, but Hamer stepped out of bounds.
Just ugly offense. Air ball there. Nothing that Terrell wants to see, especially, he's going to try to play D1, I assume, or play for the max. Either way, he wants to make that mixtape. That one would not be going on it, because that one fell a little bit short.
He's been getting those looks. I've heard that Cal State Northridge, a small D1 school, have shown interest in Ryan Terrell. SAR now with another opportunity to build on the lead. Slasky recently checked back into the game. Oppenheimer for three. He is hot. Judah Oppenheimer, you betcha.
Yeah, I heard people earlier in the year in the Globerman tournament, actually, he was a big factor. Some people said it was remarkable the poise that he showed in that tournament, and right now it's a bigger stage, and he's even playing better than he was then. So it's remarkable to see. Always been a top prospect. You know, my brother's the same age as him in 10th grade, and they always talked about Jude Oppenheimer as the best their age. And, you know, he's showing it here, playing varsity as a 10th grader, something that's not usually done in the Yeshiva League, and he's doing a great job of it.
You go into this game thinking it's going to be the Ryan Terrell and Max Leibowitz show. It's been the Jude Oppenheimer show.
It has a good ring to it. You could send your shout-outs to the Clip Keepa inbox last night. Last night, the Clip Keepa inbox was riding high. Plenty of people from Valley Torah sending shout-outs.
And Terrell will inbound, and here we go. We are back underway. Terrell getting across the timeline. He's watched by Yair Slasky. Terrell loses the handle, gets bailed out with the foul called by the ref.
Yeah, they're going to need all the fouls they can get. Last night, Or Chaim was the team that couldn't get points. And they needed the free throws. Tonight, it's really Valley Torah who needs the free throws.
Leibowitz. Now Terrell at the top of the key. Coach Rafi Halpert yelling out instructions for his SAR defense. Terrell finally buys one. And Valley Torah are within single digits.
Yeah, that's Terrell's move. He hangs in the air for a long time, gets a lot of air time due to the fact that he's just so long and tall that he has plenty of moves there once he gets inside.
And lining up a three-pointer, it's good, nothing but net. It's Yair Slasky. SAR up a dozen.
This is the Yeshiva League taking it right now to the LA League. You know, last night we saw MTA beat Eula. Today we're seeing the same thing here from SAR early.
Joseph Brown, no good there on the floater. Strong rebound there by number 4, Sammy Sokol. Slasky looking to push. Dietz intercepted by Brawl, has Leibowitz ahead of him, and he'll put it up and in.
Yeah, that's Leibowitz's move. He loves to get out in transition. He reads when the play is going the other way, and he's the first one to, on a beat, get there and get those easy layups. Those are easy ways to get points, especially when you're struggling from outside.
SAR now on the other end. Sokol. Bounce pass to number 25, Adam Weiss. Sokol loses the ball, eventually falls to Ryan Terrell, and here he comes. Leibowitz, spot up three, it's good. Max Leibowitz is starting to feel it.
Yeah, Coach Halpert sees that. He's going to call the timeout. That's Leibowitz. Quick in transition, knocking down threes, hitting twos, doing it all, getting in transition, playing good defense, and that's what he is there. And, you know, these games can turn in a heartbeat, and it was a good timeout there. It was starting to slip away from the Sting.
And if outside shooting is working for Valley Torah the rest of the way, SAR could have a hard time.
They just need to play their game, SAR. Slow it down. No need to rush. No need to get in an up-and-down game right now. Just take their time. And their offense looks good. It looks good usually when they're in the half court. You know, sometimes stumbling, turning it over. But for the most part, it's been good offense. And that's usually how you can play good defense. As long as you're playing half-court games, Max Leibowitz is not going to be able to get easy layups. Terrell's not going to be able to drive and get fouled. If you're in your half-court sets, your defense, you got to trust it.
5:37 remaining. Players coming back onto the court. And now it looks like Valley Torah, they might look to press SAR. Let's see if it works out for him. Slasky with possession. And Valley Torah looking to come up with the steal, unable to do so. SAR withstand the full court press.
Well, you wonder what Coach Halpert had drawn out of that timeout. You know, from our sideline reporter, we hear that he likes to mix and match in the timeout, you know, tricking some of the players, some of the sideline reporters. And that's exactly what he see if he did that against the press.
Hank Stein, he's watched by number 24, Daniel Lavheim. Hank Stein, he draws contact, and he'll go to the charity stripe for a pair.
You wonder if that was the smartest foul. Did not look like that was a good look for Stein. And now they'll send him to the line for two.
Heschel and Frisch recently booked their spots in the Tier 1 semifinals, so SAR on their way to making it 3 for 3 for 3 out of 4 for New York.
Yeah, the next game we won't see any New York's teams in it, as we have the Cats Yeshiva High School against the Shalhevet Firehawks. The 3-6 matchup. Shalhevet always impresses in this tournament.
Hank Stein book it on the first try at the free throw line. 18-10 SAR, 5:05 remaining in this first half.
The Clips Keeper inbox is doing well right now. A lot of shout outs. No need to give any, but just good to know that Clip Keeper is getting their worth with this inbox.
And here's the point guard, Ryan Terrell. Valley Torah down 9. Looks like they were generating some type of momentum a few seconds ago when Max Leibowitz was starting to hit the outside J.
You know, running out of play are the Wolfpack.
Wicked crossover there by Terrell. Terrell off balance. Gets the banker to go, Ryan Terrell. 19-12 now, SAR. 4.5.
Again.
Slasky will now control possession.
Again, Terrell just hangs in the air for so long. It's so hard to guard him like that when he's in the air like that.
Good help defense there to flex off the head. Valley Torah pushing now with Ryan Terrell leading the pack. Good transition defense there by SAR.
We'll see what the play have underneath. This is always an easy way to get a good look at the hoop. And if SAR sticks in guarding the basket well.
Terrell will bring it in. Hamer now. Back to Terrell.
Moving screen there. That was a great defense by the Sting. They were ready for anything that they had drawn up out of that underneath, out of bounds underneath. You know, or an interesting that these new times for these Tier 1 quarterfinals used to be a little bit later. Now it's earlier. See if that has any effect on the fans. Valley Torah never draws a huge crowd as they are so far away. I know they're cheering on their Wolfpack from home.
Definitely a big game here. A lot on the line here. Lining up a 3. Slasky. SAR on fire from beyond the arc.
I think that was Dietz, but that was still a
Dietz,
great
excuse
three.
me.
No matter who it was. Pretty shot.
Terrell again. It's starting to work for Ryan Terrell.
Yeah, it's interesting if Coach Halper might change something up, because the problem with their defense right now is they're in a zone. Terrell likes to play on the top of the key, but when you have guards, Yair Slasky's a great player, but he's not a threat to Terrell in height, as he is much undersized. Terrell gets that look from the top of the key. That's what he loves to see. So for him, maybe Halper's got to change something up in order to get some bigger guys up at the top. We'll see if he does anything.
And something we've definitely learned so far is that SAR, even though they're already out of the Yeshiva League playoffs, they are definitely a big Yeshiva League contender, and they happen to be in the more difficult, competitive division.
Yeah, that's shown in this field, as all the Yeshiva League teams are from one division, something I don't know if we've ever seen, where you have teams like Kushner, Frisch, SAR here, MTA, all from the same division in the Yeshiva League.
Leibowitz now on the other end, coast to coast, no good there. Strong rebound there by number 3, Daniel Wazotsky. Wazotsky, Ryan Terrell, another rejection.
Yeah, you know, he plays point guard on offense, but on defense, he's a rim protector with already 3 big blocks.
Terrell, what's he going to do now? Bag of tricks there. Swings it to number 0, Chaim Hirsch. Back to Terrell. Terrell, he's going to make another move. Off the mark there. Long rebound to number 5, Adam Dietz.
Yeah, trying to draw contact there with Terrell. Bobbed his head a little bit, did not get the benefit of the call.
Dietz trying to find number 25, Adam Weiss down low. Turnover there.
Dietz playing very high up on him. And exactly what I said. You know, you got to double him, get him out of his hands. And that's exactly what they do, bringing Oppenheimer there.
What great court vision there by Terrell. Trying to clean it up and put it back, unable to do so.
But that was exactly what the Sting have to do. Get the ball out of his hands. He made a great pass there. Probably should have finished the layup. But, you know, that's a good way to speed up the offense, make Valley Torah beat you with someone other than Terrell.
Wazotsky. Wazotsky has a wide open look from 3. He'll let it fly off the mark.
The reason he was wide open, that was really long range there. You know, that first 3-point line is far, and that was even way farther than that. So probably not the look the Sting wanted.
Terrell Needs a teammate. Gets zone Leibowitz. Leibowitz now wide open for three.
No.
I think that was a little bit trying to make the non-selfish play there with Sada. I think he should have took that three.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder with the stars on their team if they just want to get the ball to Terrell and Leibowitz too much. Sada had the look there, decided not to take it.
SAR now on the other end. Oppenheimer getting big minutes here. Stein for three, no good. Rebound to Terrell.
You know, the shot clock has not been an issue at all for this team. You wonder if sometimes they rush their possessions with the shot clock when there's usually 20 seconds left.
What a great reverse there by Ryan Terrell. Is there anything this guy can't do? And we have a timeout with 1 minute remaining. 22-16. Valley Torah getting a little bit closer to SAR.
Yeah, hanging around. That's all you need to do. When you're struggling early, you just got to hang around and hope that they can pull this one out as they got off to such a bad start.
And 1 minute remaining in this first half. Both teams' possessions could be critical here and how it could define the impact of the second half.
Yeah, momentum is always huge, especially towards the end of the half. You go into that locker room and you have a whole different vibe. Whether you're up by 12 or up by 4, if you come out of that timeout, if you come out of this last minute strong, it could lead to great things in the second half. And for SAR, they started out strong. They got to hold serve here. You don't want to lose all that momentum that you built throughout this half, playing a great game. Just to lose it all in the last 2 minutes would be a real shame.
And SAR, credit to them, they've had to deal with a lot of, Dovey Marcus, as we said, is out. Also, graduates from last year, the likes of Ariel Smith and Rafi Kuberski.
Yeah, adversity definitely does not lack from the Sting side, but they seem to be dealing with it well. Maybe they could turn it into an underdog motto going forward, as they are the team without their best player. Maybe people think they're not as good as Valley Torah. We said it before that they're probably the underdog in this one. So that's something they could definitely hang their hat on throughout this game.
Oppenheimer now with the ball. Sokol. Oppenheimer. Great ball handling skills there. Give it back to Stein. Stein able to withstand the pressure there by number 3. 3-point try there, no good. Ryan Terrell, another defensive rebound. And Valley Torah can hold for the final shot.
And they're going to make the ball get out of Terrell's hands. You just want to double Terrell, make the ball. Because the thing about doubling him here is you're not really doing much because he's so far out that you can get back into your defense. You just want the ball out of his hands.
Nice pass there by Sean Levy to Max Leibowitz. Unable to get it to go, but he'll get 2 free throws at the line. And Valley Torah can pull within 4.
So once you get the ball out of Terrell's hands, you still have plenty of time to get back into a defense, as long as Terrell doesn't make a great pass, which he's been doing so far. But as long as Terrell isn't dribbling for 35 seconds straight and slicing through the defense and getting easy looks, I think this thing will take it.
Leibowitz no good on the first attempt. Coach Schwartzberg is going to look to bring on some bench players, probably so some of his key players won't commit any silly fouls.
Yeah, definitely a smart move that you see often. Because the SAR fans have really piled in. I don't know if it's SAR or Frisch.
Leibowitz splits a pair there.
But that section behind the SAR bench is pretty full. Good to see on this Friday afternoon, Tier 1 quarterfinals.
And Max Leibowitz will set out the final play. 9.1 remaining. Plenty of time for SAR to get off a quality shot.
It's always risky to press here with 9 seconds left. The one thing you don't want to do is give an easy basket. Some confusion here between the ref and Coach Halpert.
Amichai Fight into the game for his first shift.
I think that was the confusion that the subs were not at the scores table in time. The refs giving Coach Halpert a tough time.
Hankstein will inbound. Valley Torah going press. SAR able to break it. Wazotsky, no good. Who's going to win it? Slasky. Dietz, couldn't get one off. And your halftime score, the SAR Sting 22, the Valley Torah Wolfpack 17. We are going to go to our sideline reporter, Binyamin Zerman, who is down with Coach Rafi Halpert. Binyamin, what do you have for us?
Yeah, so Benjamin Zerman is going to be with Coach Halpert after Coach Halpert talks to the ref, who he was having some confusion with there.
And we're waiting for Benjamin to get Coach Halpert's attention.
And, you know, Coach Halpert has some generational stuff with him, as Coach Halpert, his dad, is hanging on the banner right on top of him.
And we're going to go to our Step It Up halftime show. Halftime score, SAR 22, Valley Torah 17.
Welcome to the Step It Up Basketball Halftime Show on Max Live. Are you ready to step it up? Find out at timetostepitup.com.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. As a founder and camp director, I take great pride that over the last 5 years, we've produced athletes that are now playing in college, athletes that are now playing overseas in professional leagues. Our sleepaway camp is located at Colby Sawyer College in New Hampshire, rolling greens overlooking the mountains. At Step It Up, as we're unconventional, we are not scared to push our players. We take your minds and bodies to places you never imagined going. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way. As much as Step It Up is an intense basketball training camp, and it is, we have a great off-the-court curriculum designed. Your sons can be involved in everything from SAT prep, reading, math, and English tutoring. If he has a bar mitzvah coming up in the fall or winter, we have bar mitzvah lessons with our camp rabbi. We have more speed training, pool workouts, football, soccer, ping pong. It's a great balance between our intense on-the-court curriculum that they get a couple hours each day to relax.
For me, having just finished a 4-year college basketball career and looking to expand my career overseas as a professional basketball player, the Step It Up environment is absolutely perfect.
At Step It Up, we demand excellence, and we are very hard on each and every camper. We give each and every camper special attention because they need it, and we know they need it in order to grow.
We all have the same goal. We all want to help these kids succeed.
What happens here is magic. You want to be a part of this. When we train, we are second to none. Step It Up was founded on the premise that the game is overplayed and undertaught. It is a skill development basketball camp for the serious athlete who's ready to devote his summer to transforming his game. When I designed this camp, my vision and my dream was to attract serious basketball players from all over the world. You're welcome here. We will develop you.
Welcome back to the Red Sarachek Tournament. Oren Glickman alongside Jack Gantrow. Jack, your thoughts on the first half? Maybe a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, we have a score 22-17 SAR, but it doesn't really tell the story. Valley Torah had a really rough start. We did not expect that coming in. We said that Valley Torah would be the better team, and they were the favorite, even though that they were the underseeded team at 5 against 4. Dovey Marcus, star player for SAR, out. But it was SAR that came out strong. Judah Oppenheimer is the story of the half. 8 points to lead the SAR team, who was up by 5. The sophomore, younger than most in this tournament, especially for the Yeshiva League. You don't see many underclassmen, but he came in there. Not only did he come in, but he played great, made a few dipsy doodles around Max Liebowitz, who was our key player at the beginning. And, for Valley Torah, they really need some contributions outside of Terrell and Liebowitz. Terrell and Liebowitz have shot 7 of 17 from the field. The rest of the team 0 for 2. So maybe it's Terrell and Liebowitz that have to get the other team involved, or the other key players involved have to make hay of the situation and get something on their own. But for now, Terrell and Liebowitz, they're playing well, but not well enough.
And is this going to go down to three-point shooting? Because both these teams are not afraid to let it fly.
Yeah, right now, they've been shooting the threes. They haven't been going in. Leibowitz, 1 of 5 from long range, and he's got to be better. Yesterday, he was great. Today, not as much from 3, but I'm sure he knows that. And maybe they'll stray away from the 3. The 2-pointers have been going in for him at a higher percentage, which they usually do. So we'll see maybe if they try driving more often, Terrell getting inside, or Leibowitz from long range.
SAR up 5 at the end of 1. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with some sideline interviews right after this. And we're back. We're going to go to our sideline reporter, Yisrael Majewski, who's down with Coach Schwartzberg. Yisrael, what do you have for us?
Guys, I'm here with Coach Schwartzberg. Coach, you guys, your offense was really running well.
What do you have for Shabbos?
Nothing.
There and have fun.
And any tips on defense or offense, or you guys think you've been doing pretty well so far?
They're up, so I don't think we're doing that well. But, it's just have fun, play our game. We're not worried so much about what they're doing. We need to adjust some things that we're doing and pick up a little bit of the energy. I think we're in a lull from playing a late game last night and a noon game today, so I think our guys are adjusting to the time too.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Yisrael, and thank you, Coach Schwartzberg. The players are warming up for about another minute. And Jack, what do you think the game plan is going to be for Valley Torah heading into this second half down 5? Do they have to do anything differently?
Well, SAR's defense has clearly been changing it up. They're going to start to press Terrell, make other guys beat them, and that's exactly what I'm sure Coach Schwartzberg was saying in the halftime show. And we have Binyamin Zerman here with Coach Halper from the SAR sidelines. Binyamin.
And I'm here with the coach of the SAR Sting. Coach, what led to that great first half where you guys were able to jump out to that lead?
A lot of great teamwork, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, guys passing the ball, making extra passes, and most importantly, hitting shots.
And what was the one message you guys told you guys in the halftime locker room so that they pull out this victory?
I said just keep playing hard, be confident. We got him right where we want him. Just play together and we'll be fine.
Thank you so much, Coach. Binyamin Zerman.
Thank you, Binyamin, and thank you, Coach Halper. Just about to get underway. About 20 more seconds of warming up between these two teams. And with SAR, Jack, do you really need to change anything up in terms of shutting down Ryan Terrell and Max Liebowitz? Maybe they were starting to get into their rhythm as time went on.
Yeah, for SAR, the top of their defense has got to be a little bit longer we'll see if they don't really want to get in that half-court defense against Terrell, as he'll just be able to shoot over it because he has the capabilities to shoot from 3. So again, watch for them to press him, make someone else beat them. They don't want to see Terrell driving and kicking, especially to Leibowitz in the corner, even though it hasn't been falling so far.
You could maybe use the travel factor with Valley Torah, but at the same time, I wouldn't really say fatigue having to play that extra game because, let's be honest, that Or Chaim game was over after a quarter.
Yeah, not a lot of effort was put in there at the end as they were up big. So
another clear up with the refs. And here we go. Hangstein will inbound, and we are about to get underway for the second half. Actually, Wazotsky will inbound.
Trying to change it up. Want to make you sound like you were wrong, Oren. Just did that for you.
Wazotsky. Strong defense there by Valley Torah, able to get off a three-point attempt there. It's an air ball. Good defensive stop there to kick off this second half for the Wolfpack. Terrell picking out a play, giving direction to his teammates.
Very passive defense right now for the Sting. Playing some man here.
Terrell, watched by Stein. Leibowitz to the basket. And offensive foul, SAR ball.
That's what it comes down to so far for the Sting. What's differentiating them is the fact that they're just playing with a lot of heart. That's what it comes down to, undermanned, and they're just playing well, playing with a lot of energy.
And even with SAR being seeded higher, a lot of people would say that maybe Valley Torah were favored going into this matchup.
Yeah, we've been saying it all day, and we'll say it again. This is an upset so far. Don't let the seeds deceive you. Valley Torah is the one with the 26-3 record.
Kick out. Good strip there, good defense by number 20, Sean Levy. Wazotsky will inbound. .702, about a minute in. Wazotsky finds Sokol. Nice give and go there. Wazotsky strong to the basket, no good. Another defensive rebound there by Ryan Terrell, and here come the Wolfpack. Terrell, kick out. Levy for 3. No good.
That is
good
great.
Tap out. Eventually falls to Slasky.
That has a great ring if it goes in. Levy for 3. Rhymes very nicely. Unfortunately, shot was not as nice.
And called for the personal there is number 3, Joseph Brawl. SAR faithful starting to get into it a little now.
Yeah, always as the second half goes on, the fans start to get a little more involved. But right now, Valley Torah, they seem poised. No panic, obviously, only down by 5. Plenty of time to go. Just the fact they need to get over the hump. You know, they've been down almost the whole entire game.
It's number 33, Hank Stein. Wazotsky. Wazotsky trying to set up Sokol down low. Sokol strong to the hoop. Gets his own miss. Goes up with it again, and we have a tie-up. Possession arrow in favor of the Wolfpack.
Yeah, big bodies banging down inside there as that was a lot of aggressive play. Sammy Sokol, big man for SAR, going up against the trees that the Wolfpack possess.
And again, we're seeing a slow start from both teams settling into their offense. Terrell, got to watch him tightly. Hamer. Wolfpack will reset with 15 to shoot. Terrell sets up Hamer down low. Terrell eventually falls to him. Can't bank it home, but able to put it back is Ben Hamer. And Valley Torah are only down 3 now.
Yeah, first point score from guys not named Terrell and Leibowitz. And that's really who they need to step up on it for the Wolfpack. Hamer was big last night. He's got to be big again today if they want to have a chance to keep up with this Sting team.
Stein, mid-range jumper, off the mark. Terrell corrals the board, and here he comes. He's pushing his teammates. Leibowitz.
That's going to be an offensive foul on number 23 for the Wolfpack. That is Ben Hamer. He gets a bucket, gets a little bit too excited, and then shoves the guy out of the way in the middle of the play, and they'll go in the other way there. No need for that as looked like he was going to have an open layup.
SAR got a big break there. It looks like they were about to break down a little bit mentally.
You know, one of the big chants that we've heard throughout the years with Valley Torah is "you live in the Valley," which apparently is an insult to kids from LA. But these teams just don't know those chants. You know, if we saw Shalhevet or Eula playing, like we did last year, you hear that a lot. For SAR, not as much, as they're not familiar.
Valley Torah looking to go press again. It'll stay with the Sting.
Although the SAR fans do not know about the "You Live in the Valley" chant, they are big fans of George W. Bush, clearly, as there's a nice big cutout right in center court.
Stein now. Nice bounce pass to Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, he was hot in the first half. Wizotsky, good fake there. Oppenheimer beats his defender. Oppenheimer, nice strong move there, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, not afraid of anything. You know, Jude Oppenheimer, his older brother Daniel Oppenheimer was my age, a star player back in the day. He had a tough end to his career as he was hurt for his entire senior year, had a devastating injury. But it's great to see he definitely taught stuff to his brother, who looks great right now as an underclassman in this tournament.
Oppenheimer for his first bucket. And Jack, I definitely don't know, but you think maybe it's a possibility the Valley Torah, they didn't read the correct scouting report because maybe they assumed that a player like Dovi Marcus was playing instead of a player like Judah Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you wonder what Schwartzbarg did in the pregame, if they even scout at all, they just want to play their game. They're not afraid of anyone, especially, you know, from LA. You got to expect that you're better than the Yeshiva League teams. So.
And here's an interesting move now. It looked like originally the Brawl was going to be the point guard, and they'd have Terrell at the 2 so he can be able to shoot more, but now he has the ball for a while.
A hand check called on the Sting. This game has stayed steady here in the third quarter. Not much scoring. Only 2 points apiece. Almost 4 minutes in.
4:39 remaining. 24-19 SAR, a spot in the Tier 1 semifinal on the line. We still have one more Tier 1 quarterfinal matchup to go between the Katz Yeshiva High School Storm and the Shalhevet Firehawks. Valley Torah come up short there. SAR come up with it. Wizotsky. It's guarded now by Leo Sada. Valley Torah come up with another steal. Leibowitz, floater no good. Strong rebound there by number 25, Adam Weiss.
The fans were complaining for a double dribble. It looked like it was clearly tipped and knocked out of his hands. No need for that. That was not a double dribble. But Leibowitz just not getting the ball to fall in the hoop as easily as he did last night. That was a look that he would be hitting on most days.
Oppenheimer. Wizotsky now on the wing. He's going to take on Brawl. Wizotsky, contested jumper. He gets it to go.
That was probably the nicest shot we've seen all day. A beautiful. That was contested, but somehow got that one to fall from mid-range.
Lead up to 7. Terrell. Valley Torah could use a response. Jump ball. And the possession arrows in favor of the Sting.
And that's once again sophomore Judah Oppenheimer going into Ryan Terrell's hands and just ripping the ball out, getting the jump ball. You got to love to see that, especially the emotion afterwards. People really do care about these games.
And now, all of a sudden, it looks like the momentum is swinging back in SAR's favor. Wizotsky, Oppenheimer gives it back to Wizotsky. Wizotsky, jumper doesn't go this time.
They're going to always look to push Leibowitz and Terrell.
Leibowitz lines up a 3, and he'll drain it. Max Leibowitz.
That's his look. That's the play that they're bread and butter. The Terrell to Leibowitz, the outlet pass, and Leibowitz's three-pointers usually fall from there. Coach Halper wants that timeout there. Settle things down as the lead is down to 4.
Let's be honest, there's no other way for Valley Torah to win this game. It's through Ryan Terrell and Max Leibowitz.
Yeah, you know, Leibowitz, when he's on, he looks real good. SAR fans doing a little tomahawk chop to the Valley Torah team. And we have a full timeout, so we'll send you to a commercial break. We'll be back with the rest of the third coming up next.
This Max Live presentation of the Red Sarachek Tournament is sponsored by Yeshiva University's Office of Undergraduate Admissions, the Office of the President and the Center for the Jewish Future. Yeshiva University, nowhere but here.
And we're back here in the Max Stern Athletic Center.
This Max Live presentation.
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. SAR with the ball and the 4-point lead with 3:02 remaining in this third quarter. Oppenheimer will patrol the offense. Coach Rafi Halpert, of course, has a lot of confidence. Picked off by Brawl, and here he comes for a fast break bucket opportunity. Lays it up and in. Joseph Brawl, and the SAR lead is down to 2.
You got to credit that to Coach Schwartzberg. All over that press. SAR did not see that coming. They blitzed them, and they got the sack if we were playing football. Beautiful play there. Got the double team, the third guy coming. An easy basket for the Wolfpack.
Valley Torah definitely picking up the intensity on defense. And it looks like they'll come up with another steal here. Joseph Brawl, he's fouled. Second team foul committed by SAR.
Yeah, you got to credit that to an underclassman mistake. Jude Oppenheimer getting a little happy there. A little overzealous with his dribbling. And he dribbled it a little too much and then tried to rebound that and dove and caused the foul.
And now all of a sudden, Jack, Valley Torah with an opportunity to tie or even take the lead.
Yeah, we expected this coming in. SAR has held serve so far, but right now the momentum seems to be with the guys in red.
Ryan Terrell, air ball there.
That wasn't even close. Another air ball. We've seen a lot of them today for both teams.
Not the ideal shot maybe Coach Schwartzberg was looking for. And Sokol drew the foul there by Ben Hamer. Ben Hamer had his hands tied up there with the big man.
SAR's offense has been very stagnant so far. They're going to need to start to score more if they want to win this game. I don't think they want to hang their laurels on 26 points with only 2 minutes to go here in the third.
No good there, in and out. Strong rebound by Terrell. Able to get away from 2 SAR players. Ryan Terrell swings it. 3-point try, no good there by Leibowitz. And we have another jump ball. This time it's in Valley Torah's favor.
You wonder when the players get so excited about a jump ball. That was a lot of emotion there for the Wolfpack. On the other end, could have been a jump ball there. Terrell picked up that rebound, but they didn't call a jump ball. On the other end, Valley Torah gets the benefit of that call. And now it'll be Valley Torah underneath with a chance to take the lead once again.
Ryan Terrell, that looks like a play they might have drawn up. No good again. Strong rebound there by Sokol.
Yeah, that possession didn't help the stats there. 3 straight misses for Terrell on that one. Leibowitz made a great pass, though.
Press is really starting to pay off for Valley Torah.
We'll see if SAR can adjust and lead to early baskets.
And here comes Brawl again, racing down court. Brawl puts it up.
I think that was a travel. Yeah, that was a good call there. I saw that right away. He took an extra step. Got a little scared of the guy trailing him, and he started running with the ball. And that's going to cost you.
Valley Torah is still unable to tie this game.
Yeah, you know, Valley Torah's defense has been picking up full court trap. Usually, though, with good teams, which SAR has seemed to show they are, as the game wears on, you start to adjust to that press and starts to lead to easy baskets. We'll see if that's the case here or if they continue to be flustered.
Oppenheimer, Slasky, Sokol, offensive foul, Valley Torah ball.
Sokol doesn't seem to get any of the benefit of the calls here down low as he was bulldozer through the defense but was called for the charge.
1:19 remaining in the third quarter. You can already tell, Jack, that we have another Red Sarachek tournament game going down to the wire.
Yeah, you love to see those. Yesterday I was on the call for the Cats against Sheck Hillel Miami rivalry, which went down to the last second. We'll see if we have the same here right now. You know, these teams want this one. They want to get that chance to play in the semis on Sunday.
Leibowitz for the lead off the front iron. Long rebound to Wazotsky. No one ahead of him. Taking it himself. Great transition defense there by Ryan Terrell, but Wazotsky still able to put it up and in. 28-24 SAR. Let's see if Valley Torah will try to go 2 for 1 here. That they do. Hamer. That was a good pass there by Terrell. Defensive rebound. Wazotsky. Valley Torah fans wanted a walk.
Well, Wazotsky did kind of run the whole backcourt, but the ball was getting juggled.
Wazotsky lines up a three, no good. Another defensive rebound there for Ryan Terrell. And Valley Torah can hold for the final shot, down 4.
Slatsky playing good D on him. That'll really wind down the possession, but they should hold for one regardless.
Leibowitz trying to get by Slasky. Slasky commits the foul.
Yeah, a little too aggressive. Almost had the ball there, but just couldn't get it, and that's a foul that you don't really want to see here. You know, third quarter, plenty of time. Fouls do not reset. So each foul is crucial towards the end of the game.
$11.5 to work with. Leibowitz, it's now Sean Levy with the ball. Levy tees up Leibowitz for the three, no good.
And they just haven't been able to. That's got to be a travel. That's going to be a travel again. Yeah, that's a good call
Another
again.
travel.
Yeah, he slid around half the court. You have to expect that one to be called. But again, they're just not being able to hit that big shot. Valley Torah, Leibowitz, Terrell, both of them can't get this game tied, can't get over the hump, continually miss those shots that they should be hitting.
SAR will have 2 seconds left to get a shot off. Oppenheimer inbounds. Wazotsky, good if it goes. Very close, but no cigar. And at the end of 3, it's SAR 28, Valley Torah 24. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. But first, we're actually going to plug in a few sponsors. Jack, if you please.
Yeah, Q4sports.com. Great website. And looks great, on, especially with the Max Live Athletic Center in the background. So Q4 Sports. Also, Sammy's had a great breakfast today. Dougie's dinner last night was great as well. But just a lot of great food around Teaneck, the doghouse we have. So we're going to go to a commercial break. Don't forget, though, those great meals that we've had. We'll be back for the 4th.
Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. About to get the 4th quarter underway. SAR clinging to a 28-24 lead over the Valley Torah Wolfpack. Jack, it's really hard to tell who was on the winning end of that 3rd quarter.
Yeah, not a very pretty quarter. Final score 7-6 for the Valley Torah Wolfpack. Obviously, though, they are the team down, so you'd like to see a little bit more from them. But, you know, no players really playing too good. Obviously, Jude Oppenheimer was the story of the first half. He was held scoreless in that 3rd quarter. Maybe had a couple free throws. But for the most part, not a lot of points. And we'll see here this 4th quarter, the game starts to open up more. We see some fast breaks as Valley Torah tries to speed up the offense of SAR.
Good post-up move there by Sokol. Ryan Terrell was up to the challenge.
Great defense there. He's just much taller than Sokol and also longer, which definitely helps.
Leibowitz for 3, no good again.
Miss after miss. You know, you wonder what's going on with Leibowitz. He just was so good yesterday from 3-point range. Today's just not his day.
Picked off by Terrell. What a nice spin move there.
Good foul there.
Very smart foul there by SAR.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but Hank Stein makes a good play, saving an easy basket. Maybe even a dunk, though, for our likings. No S in that one.
15 foul committed by the Sting.
You know, you want to get in that intro to Max Live before every broadcast, and a dunk like that could have made it.
Terrell working on Dietz. Leibowitz, he'll try again for 3. This time, he'll knock it down. Max Leibowitz.
Yeah, if you're SAR, you got to expect that. And the amount of times he's missed, he's usually a knockdown shooter. And so for Leibowitz, you give the guy enough opportunities, they'll go in eventually.
Wazotsky, baseline jumper, doesn't get the roll. Rebound there by number 2, Leo Sada. And I'm not sure what that was all about, because they didn't give another foul to SAR. And now all of a sudden, Mr. Gantrow, Valley Torah can take the lead.
Yeah, this has more to do with SAR's offense struggling than Valley Torah hitting shots, as Leibowitz is 3 of 10 from 3, which is not great, but one here and it'll all be forgotten about.
Leibowitz strong to the basket, no good.
You like the look, though. You know, he's been shooting so many threes. To get to the rim like that where he can score is great to see.
All the time in the world to shoot. Dietz. Another strong rebound there by Ryan Terrell. Ryan Terrell, so much passion, so much grit.
Yeah, you know, I think he gets that from his older brother, Jack. You know, you're in class with Jack Terrell, and he makes his presence known. Always an exciting kid on and off the court, former YU Mac as well. Maybe Ryan Terrell, a future YU Mac.
And Max Leibowitz, credit to him, he's been big this entire game, even though he hasn't been consistent with his outside shot, because he's the only reason the Valley Torahs still have a shot of winning this game.
Yeah, for sure. They rely on their stars, and right now they're going to live and die with him. And that's exactly what we're seeing so far.
Leibowitz from way downtown, no good. Fight for the rebound, eventually falls to Wizotsky. SAR still have the lead. Valley Torah cannot capitalize. Wizotsky from the baseline. SAR will pull it out. Sokol needs help. Gets it in Wizotsky. Wizotsky taking on Hamer. Clean play there. Terrell looking to push, has Leibowitz ahead of him. Leibowitz going to take it to the hole. Instead, still has the ball. Tees up Lavie. Lavie back out. Terrell for three now.
He
traveled.
He got a little too excited there, saw the defender flying towards him, decided to walk around him. Unfortunately, the rules do not permit that, and he's going to have to chalk that one up for a turnover.
Adam Weiss is going to check in now. Slasky and Sokol will have a seat. Approaching 5.5 in this fourth quarter. A Tier 1 semifinal spot on the line. Who will join the Heschel Heat and the Frisch Cougars? Wizotsky lays it off to number 31. Judah Oppenheimer. Hank Stein. Good ball handling skills there. Hank Stein connects.
Yeah, for SAR, you're going to have to assume that every possession is going to be so tough for them to get points. Who to go to, who's going to be their go-to guy without Marcus.
Terrell, and called for the blocking fouls. Judah Oppenheimer, he was not happy with that. He thought it was a charge.
We're going to go to the line for the first time tonight, one and one, not one of one.
And these will be big free throws for Ryan Terrell. You have to convert on the front end of your one-and-ones. .456 left, 30-27 to the SAR Sting.
And you see the Shalhevet coach ready for the last of the Tier 1 quarterfinals. Shalhevet and Cats coming up next. It should be a great one in LA-Florida rivalry. We'll see how much rivalry there really is, but it should be a great game nonetheless. Shalhevet coming off their playoff defeat on Wednesday night it was. A thrilling game against fellow Jewish school
Milken.
Who's great in LA as well. So that, speaking back to the first point of our broadcast, when we opened up about LA basketball, we're not even witnessing Milken here, who clearly seems to be the best team in LA as they won the league.
Another stoppage in the action. Judah Oppenheimer needs to be treated by a YU medical staff employee. Ryan Terrell connected on the first end of his one-and-one, so he'll get a second free throw try. And Jack, we've had a lot of these ref stoppages throughout this game.
Yeah, it seems to have a lot of controversy surrounding this one that we don't even know about. Some under-the-radar stuff, but still we have our great game on our hands here. Seems to be a birthday going on right now as the fans are singing a little happy birthday if you can't hear that at home. Don't forget the Clip Keeper inbox. We have Sarachek at maxlive.com or feedback at maxlive.com. Both go straight to my inbox. Gladly read a valid shout out.
Terrell 1 of 2, so SAR still have a 2-point lead. 30-28. Oppenheimer, he's back on the court. Guarded tightly by Brawl. He's not giving up on him. Wizotsky had difficulty handling the pass. Good ball movement by SAR. Can't convert is number 24, Noah Gurin.
You gotta get that one in.
Terrell pushing Leibowitz, traveled. And Valley Torah, as close as they get, they just can't get that final big-time play to either tie the game or take the lead.
Yeah, it's really, they're so close, and you wouldn't be surprised if at any time Valley Torah goes on a little bit of a run here, but for now, it's just been SAR leading the entire game.
Wazotsky. Good ball handling moves there. Extra pass down low. Can't convert again is Gurin.
This is where the Valley Torah Wolfpack excel. Terrell on the run, but he loses it there, strip, but they'll go back to the Wolfpack.
A nice strip there. Valley Torah will have 30 to shoot. Terrell, quick inbound. Leibowitz. Can't leave those guys open. Terrell had difficulty handling the pass. Has possession. Terrell trying to find Hamer down low. Puts it up. No good. Eventually falls to Judah Oppenheimer. Here come SAR. Good help defense by Valley Torah. Brawl comes up with the interception, and here he comes. Brawl puts it up. How did he get that one off? And now Valley Torah are finally tied with SAR.
Yeah, it wasn't Leibowitz or Terrell. It was Brawl who had the beautiful runner. Looked like it was going to be way too high, but he knows the angles. Great education in the math department of Valley Torah on that one as he beautifully put that one on the top of the glass and in.
And now the Valley Torah faithful are loud as Judah Oppenheimer rattles home a triple.
Wow. The one word I could say right there, the sophomore sees a big opportunity and jumps on it, as that was a gorgeous move in Trey to get the lead to 3.
On the other hand, Valley Torah can't convert. Wow, Judah Oppenheimer. What a story he's been today.
Always confusion here. We'll see what the call is now. Ref is yelling out something to the coaches. They should know. Maybe no timeout.
It'll stay with the Sting. SAR with a 3-point lead with about 2:50 remaining. Oppenheimer gets help in Wazotsky. Wazotsky dishes to number 33, Hank Stein. Adam Weiss. Wazotsky, what's he going to do? He's going to penetrate into the lane. No good. Rebound eventually falls to Brawl. Great court vision there by Terrell to Leibowitz, who puts it up and in.
That's their game, running the fast break. That's what they always used to say in NBA Live 03, but it's true. That is their game. You have Ryan Terrell throwing it out to Max Leibowitz, who always seems to be the first one down the court. They cut the lead to 1.
Stein on the other end. Oppenheimer. He's been clutch all day, and he continues to be clutch. Judah Oppenheimer.
He is making himself the story of this tournament. Unbelievable step back there. The dribbling, again, only a sophomore, doesn't seem to be fazed by this at all.
Brawl. Great find there. Down low to Leibowitz, but coming up with the block is Wazotsky.
That was an incredible block there. A little bit of contact, no call. But again, this is a Judah Oppenheimer show right now. Play after play, when as soon as SAR scores, Oppenheimer's there to get the lead back up to 3 back-to-back times. You know, he's leading this team. He might be one of the youngest player on the team. But right now, he has been the best.
And we are going to go to a quick commercial break. We are in for a fun, exciting finish. SAR 36, Valley Torah 32 with 1:51 remaining. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. SAR holding on to a 36-32 lead with 1:51 left. A spot in the Tier 1 semifinals on Big Sunday on the line. Jack, Judah Oppenheimer, anything you throw at him, he'll deliver.
Yeah, you know, he has 15 points, which is remarkable. A guy that we didn't even talk about in the pregame show. And as a sophomore, you'd think maybe he'd be a little hesitant in his first Sarachek game. This is their first game of the tournament, but that is the opposite of what we've seen so far. He's just been clutch, and not only clutch, but every time that Valley Torah seems to score, he's right there for the answer.
Refs have to clear something up again. Leibowitz will inbound. Brawl. Terrell, who's going to draw the tough assignment of guarding Max Leibowitz. Max Leibowitz passed down low, blocked by SAR.
Yeah, Wazotsky's looks to be a shot blocker on these last two possessions. Two great blocks, not just good blocks, but great ones. Getting all ball and keeping the possession, which is the key.
Wazotsky lays it off to Oppenheimer. Wazotsky now. Loose ball, it's anyone's ball.
Yeah, that's a good call. That was off Valley Torah.
Off Valley Torah.
And, you know, the thing about that possession was they tried to blitz Oppenheimer. We'll see if that leads to easy baskets for the Sting, as the over-aggressive defense from the Wolfpack might cost them in the long run.
1:26 remaining. Time is a huge factor now for the Wolfpack. Oppenheimer thought about the three for a second. SAR are going to take advantage of the clock now. Hank Stein. Posting up is Sokol. Sokol back out. Oppenheimer for three again. Judah Oppenheimer. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. Another three. He's got 18 now, leading the charge. He's been the story. You know, we thought it would be Terrell and Leibowitz, but it's Judah Oppenheimer who's garnering all the attention and the excitement.
And ladies and gentlemen, that might have been a possible dagger.
Yeah, this game has really worn on. I didn't even notice how little time was left. We're under a minute to go, and the lead is ballooned to 7. The 4 seed, the Yeshiva League, taking the lead over the 5 seed in the California League.
Terrell will go back to the line. So this is just what Valley Torah need to get points and stop the clock, Jack.
Yeah, exactly what Valley Torah needs. They got to score in a hurry, but that free throw was not even close off the back iron.
And Valley Torah were in the bonus. It was a 1-on-1, couldn't convert. Unlucky there. And SAR will play a little keep away now. Looks like they get stolen by Terrell, and here he comes. And he'll lay it in, count it, and the foul. Ryan Terrell, the guy just doesn't give up.
That seemed to be that was an interesting call. It looked like he purposely moved away from him, but Terrell gets the call, and that's going to be an and one, and that you have to chalk down up to a sophomore mistake, even though it really looked like he didn't touch him. What do you think going on that call?
Could have been soft, but I'm not the ref. So.
We're definitely not the refs, and we obviously do not want to criticize them. As great play there by Terrell.
Ryan Terrell to complete the three-point play. Got it. 39-35, 36.7 remaining. So basically, there's no shot clock now with a 35-second shot clock. So you have to assume the Valley Torah have to play the fouling game. And SAR, they have yet to be in the bonus. Only 5 team fouls committed by the Wolfpack.
Well, you know, they're going to try to get a steal early. Valley Torah is very capable of that. In the full court man-to-man.
And Valley Torah come up with another steal, but it's blocked by Oppenheimer. Valley Torah still have possession. It's Leibowitz, and he draws the foul.
And they are forcing the ball to Leibowitz. The other guys on the team are just throwing it right to him. You don't see my hand motions, but just quickly, I don't even know who got it there. I believe it was Burrell, and he got it and just threw it right to Leibowitz. Questionable play there, but it worked out as the foul was called there on SAR. And that's the...
And I believe Max Leibowitz was in the act of shooting. Doesn't matter anyway, though, because that was the 10th team foul committed by SAR, so Valley Torah are officially in the double bonus, so they'll get to 2 free throws the rest of the way.
These games always seem, you know, think the game's over. Somehow the team that's losing always presses or does whatever they need to do to get the game back into it at the end here. But, yeah, game changer here with the shot clock. You'll see a lot more fouling now to make sure that extend this game as long as possible. And some confusion there with the scorebook.
And at times, SAR have done a great job withstanding the press, and at other times they've struggled as of late.
Yeah, you know, young players in there for him. Number 31, Judah Oppenheimer, the star, coming to the bench, getting a little bit of a standing O. He struggled a little bit there as he turned it over.
Leibowitz cans the first.
If they're ever going to get back in it, they're going to have to hit free throws. Terrell missed that one on the last trip. But here, the senior Max Leibowitz, was the star of the first day from my view. Trying to just get this one, you know. Sometimes you don't have your best stuff. More applicable to baseball. You don't have your best stuff on the mound, but you still get it to go, and that's what Leibowitz is doing right now.
2 big free throws there by Max Leibowitz. One word to define this Valley Torah team, perseverance. They don't give up.
Yeah, timeout here coming, but it's going to be Leibowitz and Terrell that are going to need to make the big shots, and for SAR, they just need to play it safe. You know, they have the 2-point lead. They have the guys that can hit the free throws, hopefully. But for them, they just don't want to turn over. You want to put yourself in a position to win the game, and the only way to do that is to get on the free throw line.
We are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the finish right after this.
This Max Live presentation of the Red Sarachek Tournament is sponsored by Yeshiva University's Office of Undergraduate Admissions, the Office of the President, and the Center for the Jewish Future. Yeshiva University, nowhere but here.
And welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. SAR with the ball, clinging to a 2-point lead with 27.2 remaining. Jack, if you're Coach Rafi Halper, who do you think you have to get the ball to shoot those key free throws at the line?
Well, right now, Valley Torah is playing such a good defensive game that I don't know if they can be picky right now. They just got to get the ball in, make sure they get anyone on the line at this point. And obviously, you're going to look to Slasky as the point guard. He's probably a great free throw shooter. Wazotsky's look great down the stretch. And again, these are their leaders, and they're going to have to be clutch right now and not fumble on the inbounds.
Stein is going to get us going. Who's he going to find? Trying to find Slasky. He does so. Valley Torah, they have to foul. And the foul was committed before the ball was loose.
Yeah, that was questionable. Another questionable call there. But, you know, they have another foul. They had a foul to give, so they're going to try that again. This is a much better place to inbound if you're SAR right now. You got plenty of room. You got the whole half court, the whole front court, so plenty of space. It's going to be tough for them to get a steal here, but we'll see what happens as this Valley Torah defense looks great, especially when they're in, as you said, perseverance mode. And they're in desperate times, call for desperate measures.
And who are they going to choose to foul? Time is running down. They really have to pick someone. Almost got Hank Stein to lose the ball. And we have a tie-up, I believe.
It'll
stay with
ball.
the SAR Sting, though.
Yeah, you know, interesting. Very aggressive by the Valley Torah Wolfpack. Most teams would foul, and you might question this decision if the game goes and ends like this because, you know, you're going to giving up the chance to tie it and extend the game, especially with bad free throw shooting.
The thing is, they trust their defense. They think they can come up with that steal, and they've done so countless of times today.
Yeah, for sure. Max Leibowitz, he has the pickpocket ability where he can pickpocket anyone. But, you know, it's very questionable. In the Yeshiva League, in my opinion, I don't like the strategy. You can foul. People usually miss free throws in this league. I hate to break it to you. So the free throw shooting isn't great. And if you can extend it as much as possible, especially with Leibowitz and Terrell, who can score so easily and quickly, especially when SAR won't be guarding the three. But we'll see. Maybe they'll prove me wrong here.
Stein looking for a teammate, Wazotsky. Nice handle there. And with 10.4 remaining, Daniel Wazotsky will go to the line to shoot 1-1.
Yeah, it was, I believe, 36 seconds left when this possession started. Oh, they got a steal. It was approximately 24 seconds, and now they've ran off 14 seconds there. But, you know, maybe they'll miss a free throw here, and they'll have a chance to get that three to tie it. Or they'll miss both. It's a 1-1, so.
This is big. Daniel Wazotsky for his first try. Rattles home. In and out.
And then in. Wazotsky.
In and in, excuse me.
In and out, and then back in. Friendly roll for Wazotsky, who's really earned it on the defensive end with tremendous amount of shot blocking.
A little tired. We work long hours here. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize.
Wazotsky's pumping up his teammates. He knows he's pointing. He's directing traffic. He wants this win just as much as anyone else.
Wazotsky to make this a two-score game. That's no good. Terrell, he has to hurry. SAR, they're going to look to try to foul maybe. Terrell, extra pass for three. The tie, no good. And that'll do it. The SAR Sting are going to the Tier 1 semifinals. Chaim Hirsch could not tie the game at the end. We are going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with our post-game show in just a bit.
My name is Daniel Lasco. I've been at Step It Up since 2008. I spent 3 years as a camper and 3 years as a staff member now. I'm currently the middle school camp director. During the year, I'm a student at IDC Herzliya. What separates Step It Up from other basketball camps and other basketball programs is that our staff is truly invested emotionally and physically in these kids, in the campers, in the players that we get. We put every second of every single day, all of our effort, all of our time into these campers. The value of hard work and the process it takes to achieve a goal is one of the most important things that we teach here, and one of the most important things that I personally want to give over to the campers. The campers understand what a goal is, what goals to set, but a lot of times what we try to do is take them from seeing a goal and actually implementing the process in which you could achieve the goal. Because I went to Step It Up as a camper, I've learned and seen firsthand the environment and the culture that is provided here. It's an environment of real-life, tangible application, an application that can't be taught through gimmicks, that can't be taught without heart, that can't be taught without hard work.
Welcome back to the postgame show. Oren Glickman alongside Jack Antrow. We are here with Judah Oppenheimer and Daniel Wazotsky. Guys, first of all, congratulations. A phenomenal win. Judah, I'm going to go to you first. You guys lost to DRS this week in the Yeshiva League quarterfinals. How are you guys able to bounce back and get ready for this game against Valley Torah today?
It was a tough loss, but our coach gave us confidence. Our captain, Daniel, told us we got to stay into it, and that's how we pulled it out.
Yeah, and you know, Judah, this was obviously a big stage for you. I know you played in the Gloverman tournament, but how much of the fact that this was the biggest stage you probably played on in your career, just to play so well in front of the fans, how big is that for your confidence?
Well, I like pressure, and my teammates gave me confidence to keep shooting.
And Mr. Wazotsky, a question for you. Obviously, Dovie Marcus not around to play with you guys. A tough blow, but you and the other leaders on this team and Coach Rafi Halpert must have a lot of trust in this bench, including this young man, Judah Oppenheimer.
Well, when people go down, others need to step up, then we trust Judah to come down, knock down big shots, and he did it.
Yeah, how much of the, you guys coming down the stretch, it was obviously a great game, and it was really your big blocks on the defensive end that kept you guys in and on the defensive end. How big were those blocks for you?
Well, my shots weren't going down, so I needed to find other ways to contribute, so I played harder on defense.
Guys, phenomenal win. Congratulations. Rest up over the weekend, and we'll see you back here on Big Sunday for your Big Tier 1 semifinal matchup.
Thank you.
Jack, final thoughts?
It's going to be an exciting day on Sunday. We have the Yeshiva League well represented. 3 games, 3 Yeshiva League teams. This 4th team will be the wild card. Oh, and it should be a great Sunday in the semifinals, and especially this game. 2 out-of-town teams. We have the Katz Yeshiva against the Shalhevet Firehawks. Should be a great one.
It's going to be a great one indeed. For Jack Antrow and the rest of our crew, I'm Oren Glickman. Thank you for tuning in. If you're from LA, have a great morning, have a great day. Enjoy the weekend and stay tuned for the next game, Shalhevet Katz.